The road to the NCAA tournament begins this afternoon. We have NCAA regional baseball action featuring the visiting Blue Streaks of John Carroll University and the 5th-ranked Spartans of Aurora University. I mentioned the road to the national championship gets underway here as baseball at regional sites across the country very much in action here today. Aurora hosting. How did we get here? The Spartans 39-4 on the season. This is their 25th NCAA tournament appearance and the 5th consecutive postseason that the Spartans are playing here in the second season. They're looking for their 7th NCAA regional championship and first since 2006. That was the last time they advanced out of regional, went directly to the College World Series. The Spartans, the automatic qualifier out of the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference after winning their 26th regular season conference title, 4th in the NAC and 3rd straight, as well as their 7th NAC tournament championship. If you've been following the Spartans all season long, you know they're one of the top scoring teams in the country, averaging 10 runs per game. That's in the top 10 in the country. They lead the NAC with a .329 team batting average with 51 homers. It's a top 20 mark in the nation, and they have been able to dominate offensively and certainly defensively with a number of top-tier starting pitchers, including the NAC Pitcher of the Year and a first-team all-conference selection who will get the ball today for the Spartans, and I'll tell you who he is once we introduce the starting lineups. They are being introduced here to the fans at Jim Schmid Field here in beautiful Montgomery, Illinois. The Blue Streaks 28-14 on the season. They were the last team into the Ohio Athletic Conference field, 11-7 in conference play. Got that 4th seed on a tiebreaker and then proceeded to rip through a couple of teams that are playing here this weekend, as 7th-ranked Baldwin-Wallace and 12th-ranked Marietta both received at-larges. Blue Streaks beat them both, winning 3 of 4 in the Ohio Athletic Conference tournament. 2nd conference tournament title for the Blue Streaks, and with 28 wins, that's a 10-win improvement over last season when they missed out on the conference tournament. So this is just the 3rd trip to the NCAA tournament for the Blue Streaks, last since 2014, and then once more back in 1984. They are 0-4 in the NCAA tournament all time, but they do have the OAC Pitcher of the Year, and he will be on the bump today. Matthew Ackerman has been sensational for the Blue Streaks this season, an ERA south of 2. Very few teams have been able to do very much with number 22 on the John Carroll roster. Spartans are going to get their chance to try to defeat him here in Game 1 of this best of 5 series. Lineups being introduced. Let's bring you the starters as the lineup cards have been exchanged. It'll be first for the visiting Blue Streaks of John Carroll University under 4th-year head coach Bobby Bell. Leading off playing shortstop is Joe Olsavsky. Right fielder bats second, Sean Connolly. Designated hitter is Justin Hanley. He'll bat third, and the cleanup hitter is at first base. That's Jack Harmon. Left fielder Bryce Holt bats fifth, followed by the catcher Logan Lemirer in the 6th spot. And then 7, 8, and 9, the center fielder Eric Dalgenti, third baseman Connor Maley, and the second baseman Michael Purischetti. So again, the lineup is Olsavsky, Connolly, Hanley, Harmon, Holt, Lemirer, Dalgenti, Maley, and Purischetti for the Blue Streaks. Again, 28-14 on the season. Aurora 39-4. Adam Stevens will have this lineup here today. Leading off, playing shortstop is Nico Bermeo. Right fielder is Jacob Ambule batting second, followed by the first baseman, Justin Sartori. 4, 5, and 6, the catcher Jet Wedekin, left fielder Josh Reinhardt, and the center fielder Dom Curcio. It's the designated hitter Tyler Padden batting seventh. The second baseman Colin Meinert is in the 8-hole, and the third baseman Sean Rivera rounds out the order. Bermeo, Ambule, Sartori, Wedekin, Reinhardt, Curcio, Padden, Meinert, and Rivera, the lineup for Aurora. Matthew Ackerman, the Ohio Athletic Conference Pitcher of the Year, gets the ball for his 13th start. The right-hander from Hudson, Ohio, went 8-0 this season with a 1.79 ERA in 80 and 1/3 innings, 72 strikeouts, and a 180 opponent's batting average. He has been fantastic for the Blue Streaks this season. He'll be opposed by the right-hander from Yorkville, Illinois. Jack Fisher Jr. makes his 11th start. He is 8-1 with a 3.5 ERA in 72 innings, 96 strikeouts. He has been a strikeout machine for Aurora, and opponents are hitting .234 against Fisher. And so those are your lineups and your pitchers for our first contest of this best-of-5 series between 5th-ranked Aurora and John Carroll. Right now we'll pause. The lineups have been introduced, and we will now play the national anthem here at Jim Schmidt Field.
As we honor our great nation and the men and women serving our country at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
And with that, we are ready for regional baseball. Aurora and John Carroll. My name is Sean Fry. We are very happy that you're with us on this Friday afternoon. Game 2 is at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Game 3 will follow 45 minutes after, if necessary. Same schedule on Sunday. Could very well be in for a pitcher's duel, despite a couple of teams that have shown to be able to hit the ball pretty well here this season. Final words of encouragement in the dugouts here. Now the lineup cards being exchanged here at Jim Schmidt Field. And so it'll only be a matter of moments. Jack Fisher will take the hill, and we'll get underway here in our postseason series between Aurora and John Carroll. This is Aurora University Baseball. We're going to play ball here momentarily. Aurora and John Carroll on this Friday afternoon officially, as we have reached 12 o'clock noon here in the Fox River Valley. Sean Fry here with you. The sunshine is out here, peeking through some clouds after we had some morning rainfall. But it should remain dry from here. 69 degrees and hazy here at Jim Schmid Field. Winds out of the west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. So put it practically, out to the right field foul pole. Behind Jack Fisher, who has taken the hill for Aurora, to be Sean Rivera at third base. Nico Bermeo playing short. Colin Minard is at second. Justin Sartori is the first baseman, and Jet Wedekin is behind the plate. Josh Reinhardt in left field, Dom Curcio in center, and Jacob Ambule is in right field. While we have a moment, big shout out to the facilities team and everyone who assisted them yesterday in getting Jim Schmid Field ready for regional baseball. A few bleachers have been added. It looks fabulous. So great job to Chad Trudeau, Kaylee Underwood. I know Ali Texera was out here. So a lot of people helping to get this ready for a best-of-5 series of this magnitude, where the team that triumphs will advance to next weekend's NCAA Super Regional. So again, heartfelt thanks to the entire team that made this happen. Umpires today, Brett Mile behind the plate. Pat Galdonic is at first. It's Mike Federer at second, and Garrett Moselle over at third today for game one of our 5-game series. Jack Fisher's final warm-up toss is down. And we are ready to go, and this is going to be a prize fight at the top of the order here. One of the best batters in the country. It's the junior Joel Savsky. Third straight year as an all-conference selection. First team all-conference for the second straight year. And the conference leader with a .472 batting average. A junior from Pittsburgh has been fantastic. He'll be started off with ball one on the breaking ball by Jack Fisher. 15 doubles, 5 homers, and 42 RBIs for old Savsky as strike one is in, despite only playing in 30 of the 42 games. That is what you call production, especially from the top of the order. Breaking ball misses down, and the count runs to 2 balls and a strike to old Savsky. Fisher set at the logo and then runs a fastball up and in, and that is fouled away. Spartans in all white. The AU logo on the top left of the uniform. Blue hat with a white front panel. John Carroll, navy blue uniform tops and gray pants today. Fisher takes a moment here on 2-2. Now comes to the plate and misses high with the heater to load the count to the first batter of the ball game. Who's going to win the first battle of the ball game? It's going to be Fisher, who rings up Olsavsky with the fastball on the inside corner. One down. Excellent pitch by Jack Fisher for the first down. Sean Connolly stepping in. All-conference honorable mention in the OAC after hitting .356. 16 doubles and 3 homers. Lefty at the plate here takes strike one. Connolly out of Wexford, Pennsylvania. The top 10 in the league with those 16 doubles. Here's a fly ball left field. Reinhardt looks for that, and he finds it and makes the catch. 2 away. And we'll see Justin Hanley, another all-conference honorable mention, get the ball here with a 5-game hit streak. Hitting .285 with team best 9 homers and 45 RBIs. John Carroll team averages a little more than 7.5 runs per game. Strike one taken here by Hanley. One to Hanley is a breaking ball, and it's barreled. Deep left field. Going back is Reinhardt. This one is out of here. That is a 2-out solo home run, number 10 on the season for Justin Hanley. And the first run of this series goes to John Carroll. Well, this has frequently been enough for Matthew Ackerman this season, and Aurora will be chasing the game. Blue Streaks 20-5 when scoring first this season. Here's a foul ball on the first swing from Jack Harmon. 11-2 when they strike in the first inning. Harmon hitting .254 in the cleanup spot. 11 doubles, a home run and 15 RBIs. Fisher gonna miss up and in as the count evens at 1-1. Just the 15th time this season that Aurora has allowed the game's first run. Here's a fly ball to center that Curcio is going to find and put away for the third out. The 2-out solo shot from Justin Hanley puts John Carroll on the board in the top of the first. It's the Blue Streaks 1, and Aurora coming to bat. You run out of superlatives when talking about Matthew Ackerman. Led the OAC with that 1.79 ERA, had 3 complete games through the most innings. Second in strikeouts. The top 20 in the country with that earned run average, only allows 5.5 hits per 9. He has a whip of under 1. And in his only appearance in the Ohio Athletic Conference tournament went 7 2/3 of shutout ball and a 5-0 win over now 7th-ranked Baldwin Wallace. So the right-hander takes the hill and is going to face an offense that has not been slowed down frequently. Spartans who hit .329 as a team, 92 doubles, 51 home runs and 10 runs per game, have been able to get to a lot of good pitchers this season. And they'll try to do it again here against Matthew Ackerman. Nico Bermeo will step in, hit .350 in the season to this point, 14 doubles and 7 homers at the top of the order. St. Patrick High School alum will bat here from the right side as Ackerman will start his windup from the logo, and he'll miss outside with the fastball. Bermeo, Jacob Ambule, and Justin Sartori to hit this inning for the 39-4 Spartans. 1-0 is in for a strike. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Bermeo out in front, and that's foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Bermeo hit .227 in the NAC tournament last weekend. Ackerman gets a foul ball here into the backstop. And the at-bat continues. Aurora has reached the 7-run mark in 35 of their 43 games. Have recorded double-digit hits in 32 games so far. And they have guys who battle at the plate, including Nico Bermeo right now. Count still 1-2 to Nico. Ackerman's breaking ball is a slow tapper. Third base side, here comes Maley, has to be quick, and the throw is in time for the first down. It is Connor Maley at third, Joe Olsavsky at short, Michael Persichetti second baseman, and Jack Harmon at first, with Logan Lemire behind the plate. Bryce Holt, Eric Dalgenti, and Sean Connolly left to right in the outfield. Strike 1 to Jacob Ambule. 387, second best on the team. Here's a bouncer to third again. Maley gets this on one big hop, and the throw gets Ambule for the second out. Connor Maley has been busy. And we'll see Justin Sartori. Lake Ambule And Bermeo before him, all-conference pick. Sartori like Ambula, first-team selection. Bermeo, second team at the top of the order. Sartori at team leading 389, 15 doubles, 11 homers, and team best 60 RBIs. Matthew Ackerman will no doubt want to be careful with the sixth-year senior from Sandwich. Here's a grounder up the middle. That's Olsavsky. He'll have plenty of time to get Sartori, and he does. 1, 2, 3 go the Spartans in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Blue Streaks through an inning at Jim Schmid Field. Bryce Holt will lead it off in the 5 spot for John Carroll. The Blue Streaks lead it 1-0 in game 1 of this NCAA Best of 5 regional. Justin Hanley, a solo homer in the first with 2 outs. Right now the difference in the ball game. We'll see if this is enough. The combination of Matthew Ackerman and a bullpen that's been very good over the last handful of weeks of the season has been enough more often than not with Ackerman on the bump. But I haven't faced a lot of offenses quite like Aurora's either, so we'll see who ends up winning the battle today. Holt steps in from the left side. 284 on the season, hitting here against Fisher, and he'll take the bender for strike 1. Holt won 4 for 15 in the conference tournament, drove in a couple. And Fisher gets one in at the knees for strike 2 as he gets ahead of Holt quickly. Holt out of Richfield, Ohio, Revere High School alum, needing the battle here. He'll take ball 1 on the fastball just below the knees. The ball and 2 strikes here. Fisher to Holt. A line drive in the left. And Reinhardt will come on and make the catch for the first out. Now Logan Lemire has hit in 5 straight coming into this one to bring his average up to 273 on the season. He'll bat from the right side. 5 for 16. The conference tournament after going 1 for 18 in the 5 games to conclude the regular season. So a nice turnaround for the Bay High School alum in Ohio. Breaking ball that stays up. It's 2-0 to Lemire here in the 6th spot. Eric Dalgenti will bat this inning as well. Here's Fisher on 2-0, needing to get one in, and he does. The heater gets Fisher into the count. 2-1. Breaking ball and a terrific take by Lemire. Thought about it as that one spun out of harm's way. Now 3-1 pitch to Lemire, and that one is sprayed foul. Full count offering to Lemire is a fastball that runs inside, and Lemire will take his base. There's one out here in the top of the 2nd. Fisher, 7 innings in a complete game against Edgewood. And his only appearance of the NAC tournament allowed an earned run on 3 hits. That was Fisher's 4th complete game of the season. Now facing Dalgenti with 1 on and 1 out. Dalgenti hitting 278. 3 homers and 29 RBIs. Ball 1 as Wedekin behind the plate, able to scoop that up on the short hop. Aurora infield at double play depth. Lemire has 5 stolen bases. We'll see if Bobby Bell puts him in motion. Chopper foul on 1-0. Valgenti has reached in 5 straight, despite collecting only 3 hits in 4 games at the OAC tournament. A 1-1 count coming up here as Fisher works out of the stretch. Another bender that's down and away. And Valgenti's going to get ahead. Junior from Cleveland, trying to get the Blue Streaks in the scoring position. Will swing at the 2-1, hit this one high and deep in the center field. Curcio goes back near the wall and makes the catch for a hard hit. Second out. Lemire will jog back into first.
2 outs, brings up the third base, number 26, Connor Maley.
Now Connor Maley. All-conference honorable mention this season, tied for the team lead with 9 homers and hit .305 on the season. He's driven in 35 on the campaign. He'll bat from the right side against Fisher as the infield returns to normal depth. Fisher, leg kick, and then gets Maley to swing over the top. Jack gets ahead 0-1. Maley just 4 for 27 here this month. 3 of those hits at the conference tournament. 0-1. The pitch. Fastball, just a bit too low, and we're even. Jet Wedekin behind the plate will lead off the next inning for the Spartans. We'll see how soon we are from that. Counts 1-1 to Maley in the 8th spot. This time a fastball, and Maley can't catch up. Ball and 2 strikes. Fisher will try to put away the Blue Streaks' third baseman right here. Here is the 1-2 pitch. To the change that time, and Maley lays off. Count even. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs and 1 on, top 2. Blue Streaks leading 1-0. And Fisher picks off Lemire, who is in some trouble. The throw gets to second base. The tag is applied, and that'll do it. Maley will lead off the 3rd after Lemire gets picked off to end the inning. No runs, no one left. 1-0 Blue Streaks through 1.5. Jet Wedekin in the 4 spot will lead it off for Aurora. It's 1-0. John Carroll leading Aurora. Just 1 hit, the solo homer from Justin Hanley. A lot of baseball left. As the 6th-year senior from Princeton, second-team all-conference pick, steps in, hit .302 with 7 homers, 10 doubles, and 33 RBIs coming in to to regional play. Takes ball one from Ackerman, who needed just 10 pitches to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3. Ackerman working quickly, goes to the hook and drops it in on Wedekin. Jet 4 for 19 at the conference tournament. He'll get ahead in the count. 2 balls and a strike. Jet looking for career hit number 276. No one has more of them in Aurora history. Here's the 2-1 fastball. It's up and in. Wedekin will have a hitter's count. Battling here from the right side. Ackerman trying to avoid putting on the first base runner. Goes to the fastball, and Wedekin just missed it. One gets popped up and over the netting, out of play. Full count, Ackerman versus Wedekin. Spartans cleanup hitter. Here's the pitch. That is swung on and hit out to center. Dalgenti has to go back a few paces, but he finds it and retires Wedekin. One down as the first 4 retired by Ackerman. And the all-conference honorable mention outfielder Josh Reinhardt will get a try. 348, 6 homers in the regular season. Facing Ackerman for the first time, he'll foul off. First pitch. Against I think great isn't even a strong enough word for Ackerman. Against an elite pitcher like Ackerman, you want to be aggressive, but not so aggressive that you don't give yourself a chance to knock him out of the game either. 1-1 after a ball taken, then a breaking ball skips in, missed the catcher, and got the home plate umpire. Looks like Brett Mile is okay. It's 2 balls and a strike here to Reinhardt. Went 5 for 19, drove in 6 at the NAC tournament last week. 2-1 pitch is a fastball that evens the count. Ackerman doesn't like the first sign he gets. Now on 2-2 goes to an off-speed pitch, and a nice job by Reinhardt to get a piece and stay alive. Dom Curcio with a 10-game hit streak in the on-deck circle for the Spartans. Another foul ball as Reinhardt battling here. 6-pitch at-bat to begin the inning. This will be number 7. Good long at-bats for Aurora. 2-2 again, and a pop-up. Foul territory, first base side. Harmon goes over into the coach's box and records the out. And here is Curcio. Another all-conference honorable mention. He hit 368. And saved some of his best for last. 5 for 13, drove in 5 at the NAC tournament. Will step into the left-handed batter's box here. Ackerman runs a fastball in over the inside half for strike 1. Ackerman hasn't allowed an earned run in his last 3+ appearances. Here's a pop-up shallow center. The shortstop, Olsavsky, turned around a bit, but he found it. 3 up, 3 down again for Matthew Ackerman and company. 1-0 Blue Streaks, leading the Spartans through 2 innings in this NCAA regional. NCAA tournament field set. Elsewhere around the country, Susquehanna on the road at Arcadia. Beloit visits Denison. It's Penn State Altoona against Johns Hopkins. Lebanon Valley squaring off with Lynchburg. Adrian against Marietta. College of New Jersey plays Shenandoah. And a number of others on the calendar today. Few finals already in the books. Cortland has defeated St. Joseph's out of Long Island 9-2. Sal Virginia 10-0 over Keystone. Bridgewater State doubled up Endicott 4-2, and Wheaton, Massachusetts with an 11-3 win over Houston. First pitch, Connor Maley is fouled off here. Maley was at the plate when Logan Lemire was picked off to end the top of the second, so Jack Fisher faces him again with a fresh count. We're even here at 1-1 as that one dives into the brown turf all around home plate here. An all-turf infield at Jim Schmid Field, grass in the outfield. Count is 1-1, Fisher to Maley, and just wouldn't drop under the numbers for a strike. So it's Maley who gets ahead here, 2 balls and a strike. Fisher goes to the heater, throws it by Maley, who had some difficulty with that pitch so far. The count's 2-2. And now Fisher will once again try to put Maley away, and he does. Dropped the heater down at shin level, and Maley could not keep up. Second strikeout for Fisher. First out of the top of the third, 1-0 John Carroll, with Michael Persichetti coming to the plate for the Blue Streaks. 3-game hit streak. 296 average at the start of regional play. Fisher to the windup, gets a ground ball to short, and Bermeo will have plenty of time for that one. The throw was a bit low to Sartori, but he handles it well. 2 quick outs for Fisher here in the top of the third as it turns over for Joel Savsky. 13-game hit streak. The alum of Pittsburgh Central Catholic High School. Leads the OAC, as I mentioned, in batting average, on base percentage, third in slugging, top 10 in RBIs, and you name it. It's been a terrific season for Olsavsky, who takes ball 1. Breaking ball, strike 1 from Fisher. Olsavsky went 5 for 12 in the OAC tournament, has only 3 games this season without a hit. Here's a liner into the left field gap, and that number's going to stay at 3 as it bounces into the fence. And Olsavsky has a 2-out double in this third inning. Is Joe Olsavsky good or what for these Blue Streaks? First time anyone has been stationary in scoring position. Justin Hanley went right on through while circling the bases. He moves into the hole as Sean Connolly steps in. 0 for 1 with a sophomore. Fisher into the stretch. No change to the infield or outfield alignment here. A glance at second, and now Fisher with the hook, and it's in for strike 1. Connolly 4 for 18 in the OAC tournament, went 0 for 4 in the final game to snap a 7-game hit streak. One of his longest of the season. 0-1 pitch is a high fastball. Wettigan had to get out of the crouch to pull that one down and prevent the advance. 1-1 to Connolly here in the 2 spot. The Blue Streaks order. Fisher slows down a bit. Now 1-1, runner goes. It's in the dirt, and Wettigan will pocket that. That is, to say the least, an interesting decision to try to steal third with 2 outs. That defies the conventional wisdom. 2-1 pitch and a sharp ground ball towards Olsavsky, who had to be ready to go, maybe wishing he hadn't been down there at that particular moment. It's 2-2. The steal of third does mean that Fisher has to be careful of a wild pitch. 2-2. Breaking ball, and that steal of third ends up not mattering. Good finish to the inning by Fisher, who picks up his 3rd strikeout and leaves a 2nd run in this ball game stranded 90 feet away. 2-out hit, no runs. 1-0 John Carroll through 2.5. Bottom of the third inning, Aurora looking for its first base runner against Matthew Ackerman. Tyler Padden will try to get that started. Padden making just his 13th start, but he has hit well down the stretch. A 314 average. And he'll get a piece of Matthew Ackerman's first delivery for ball one. That's pitch number 26 for Ackerman. Aurora's going to want to go deep in the counts against the senior righty. Ball one was buried, and now Padden on the pivot pitch here takes a breaking ball up and in to get ahead. Padden 6 for 19 in the conference tournament. He'll get a piece of the 2-1, and it's popped up. Foul territory over towards the seat. It's going to get out of here, and that one nearly did some damage as that one came down at about the sharpest possible angle, just shy of the first base dugout. I think you normally think at that angle on the fence that you're okay, but everyone is fine. It's 2-2 to Padden, who takes the bender to work the count full. That's what Aurora is going to need to do, trying to get into this bullpen against Ackerman, who finishes off Padden with the fastball. And swing and a miss is his first strikeout. And now Colin Minert certainly hasn't had the season he enjoyed a couple of years ago when he was an all-conference honorable mention. But 6 for 16 in the conference tournament, hits in 3 straight to bring a 309 average into this plate appearance. He barrels up the first pitch and hit it right at Bryce Holden left field for the second out. So Sean Rivera will get his first look at Ackerman. Batting from the left side, hitting .259 in the 9 spot for the Spartans. Ackerman now 24 consecutive innings without an earned run. Strike one taken by Rivera. Breaking ball on 0-1. In that stretch, he's been really pitching to contact. He only has 14 strikeouts. There goes the no-hitter, friends, as Rivera goes the other way in the shallow left. And that will bring the top of the order to the plate here for the Spartans. Everyone except Sean Rivera, 0 for 1 here for the Spartans. Let's see what Nico can do here, as Ackerman works from the stretch for the first time and misses with the fastball. Ball one, Bermeo trying to snap a 2-game skid without a base hit. And he'll be ahead here 2-0. Ackerman had really been in a rhythm, exclusively out of the windup, and now having to adjust as he works out of the stretch for the first time. 2-0. Fastball too high. I think this will be the red light the whole way for Bermeo. Indeed it is, as the fastball is in for a strike. Important pitch coming up here. Ackerman trying to avoid putting a runner in the scoring position. It's 3-1, and Bermeo chased ball 4. Did get a piece of it. It's a dead ball here. That will put Rivera in motion. On the motion from Ackerman here with the full count, 2 outs. Ackerman balked. So Rivera is going to move up. That is a good call. I stand corrected, he threw it away. It is a balk. So a balk and then an error, the official scoring here. On a bit of a strange play, 3-2 count. And then the throw over to first. It actually, the throw just sailed the first baseman after the balk was called. The ball was evidently live. And now the officials are going to confer. I'll be honest, I thought initially he threw the ball away, but the ball and the sky from this angle are effectively the same color. It was a little hard to pick it up, in the way that Ackerman reacted. I thought he still had the ball in his glove. But indeed he did throw it away, and then Rivera had the sense of mind to keep on going. And that is going to be the call to balk. And then an error. And it's still a 3-2 count to Bermeo, who can tie this ball game. 1-0 bottom three. Blue Streaks for now. Will it stay that way? Here is the payoff pitch. That is swung on and hit to left, sinking and coming on and making the catch as he falls forward is Holt to record the out and keep the Spartans off the board. A hit, an error, and one left. No runs. It's 1-0 John Carroll leading Aurora through 3 innings. To the 4th inning we go between Aurora and John Carroll. Blue Streaks have a 1-0 lead. Sean Fry with you on this Friday afternoon. Everyone's here. Athletic Director Jim Hammond, Director of Athletic Communications Brian Kipley, our graduate assistant Ali Texera, Chad Trudeau and Kaylee Underwood in facilities. If I keep naming people, I'm going to leave them out. So many people who have made this happen. So again, as I mentioned at the top of the program, a big thanks to everyone for their involvement. We'll see 3, 4, and 5 in the Blue Streaks order here. And Justin Hanley has the only run of the game. Solo homer in the first as he steps in against Jack Fisher. This will be pitch number 46 for Jack. And it is a hard hit, short-hopped grounder to Minard, who did well to block it. And so after playing goalie, he pops up and throws out Hanley for the first out. And we'll see Jack Harmon come to the plate. Harmon a fly out to center in his first appearance. Stepping in here from the right side. Something of a home game for Harmon out of Evergreen Park to Marist High School in Chicago. Strike one taken. Fisher gets ahead in the count. When Jack is in rhythm, he is very quick on the rubber. The 0-1 pitch to Harmon, a fastball. It's barreled and hit deep, right center field, and that one is going to run out of room as well. Harmon takes one deep. And another solo homer, this one in the 4th, makes it 2-0. It's Harmon's second home run of the season. Ninth big fly allowed by Fisher this season. And John Carroll in a great position here in the series opener. 2-0 with one out, top of the 4th inning. Bryce Holt will step in. Fisher's first pitch, breaking ball. Ball one taken as it dives down and in. The one out. Fastball too low. And it's 2-0. 2 mistakes, that's the difference in the ball game. Otherwise, Jack Fisher's been terrific. Slow roller out to second. Minor ranges right, fields it. About the 7th small bounce, and he will throw out Holt. Round number 2. And a Logan Lemire. Reached on a walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch from Fisher. Curveball down and away for ball 1. And John Carroll this season has won 19 of 20 when keeping their opponent below 5. Aurora has thrived on putting up runs in bunches, even despite getting some very good starting pitching performances throughout the season. 2-0 and then a pop-up. First base side in foul territory. Sartori tries to run it down, and he does. Basket catch in foul territory will be the 3rd out to conclude the inning. Another solo homer. Nobody left. Jack Harmon doubles the lead. John Carroll leads Aurora 2-0 through 3.5. Aurora with some work to do, down 2-0, going to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Jim Schmid Field. Best of 5 series. You certainly want to start off things with a victory. Not much easier the rest of the way when you already have one going to the potentially back-to-back doubleheaders over the weekend. Jacob Ambuel is going to start it off for Aurora. At first, Lemire is going to come out and have a quick word. Ambuel in the top 10 in the NAC with that 387 mark. It's just a couple of points behind Justin Sartori's team-leading mark. Strike 1 from Matthew Ackerman. Had a little bit of trouble in that 3rd inning. Aurora got its first runner in the scoring position, but couldn't do anything else with it. And Ackerman back to throwing darts on the bump right now, as that's back-to-back pinpoint strikes to get ahead of Ambuel. Trying to get Ambuel to chase. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Ambuel looking to extend his 6-game hit streak. Not this time. Ackerman back to the hook. 1 down.
Correction. Now batting the first baseman, number 6, Justin Sartori.
Justin Sartori about to get a look here. 0 for 1. Ackerman misses down and away with a fastball. Sartori, the preseason D3Baseball.com All-American, is going to get ahead 2-0. Second team All-American last season when hitting .375. He's done one better. He'll hit this one hard. Out to deep right center field. And that one's going to one hop into the right field wall. Sartori rolls into second standing up with a 1-out double. And Justin Sartori has now reached, in an astonishing 51 straight games, every game this season, found himself on base for one reason or another.
The double brings up the catcher, number 7, Jet.
Jet Wedekin can put Aurora on the board. no stranger to NCAA regional baseball. He's played in a lot of them for the Spartans over the years. And a big moment for the alum of Princeton High School. He's going to take ball one. Another Princeton alum waiting on deck, so Ackerman needs to deal with a couple of former Tigers here in the fourth inning. It's 2-0 to Wedekind as Ackerman out of the stretch misses again. Set at the logo, chest high, 2-0 pitch comes up and in, and one got up around the bucket. 3-0 count, first base open. It's 3-0. 4-pitch walk to Wedekind here with one out.
The base on balls brings up the left fielder, number 5.
And here's Josh Reinhardt. And before he bats, Logan Lemire will come out and have a word. Spartans have already set the program record for most wins in a season. They have been unbelievable with the bat this season. How about this for a couple of numbers? When the Spartans have held opponents to 5 or fewer, they're 29-1. When an opponent scores single digits, Aurora is 37-2. If you don't get to 10, you normally lose against Aurora. And most teams don't have a Matthew Ackerman on the roster either. Spartans threatening here, down 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth as Reinhardt steps in against Ackerman. That is 5 straight wide ones from Ackerman, who now seems to have, at least for the moment, lost the plate. Let's see if he can make an adjustment. 1-0 and a roller left side. It'll try to turn 2. It'll be tough. They do not. So Olsavsky was able to get that to Persichetti as Wedekind is retired for the second out and Reinhardt is aboard on the fielder's choice. Runners on the corners and 2 outs for Dom Curcio. Popped out in the shallow center, the shortstop on his first time up. Strike one. To the third straight former Tiger in the order. Curcio went to Plainfield North High School. 0-1 pitch. Curveball just outside. We're even. Ackerman comes set. 1-1 is too high. High tension moment in the middle innings here. 2-1 to Curcio is swung on. Hit out into left center field. Holt is called off by Dalgenti. He makes the catch and Aurora threatens but goes quietly in their half of the fourth. A hit and 2 left. But John Carroll remains on top through 4. They lead Aurora 2-0. Bottom third of each order due up in the 5th inning. Eric Dalgenti will get it started For John Carroll, I'm Sean Fry. We're so glad you're with us. Friday afternoon baseball here at Jim Schmid Field, and Aurora on the wrong end of the scoreboard right now. 3 hits for the Blue Streaks, a couple for Aurora. It's been a battle of pitchers and 2 mistakes have been taken deep. Or the whole offense. Eric Dalgenti 0 for 1. Facing Fisher for the second time and taking strike 1. 55 pitches, 33 for strikes for Jack Fisher as he starts off the 5th inning and gets a swing and a miss from Dalgenti on the breaking ball. It's 0-2. It's just off the plate for ball 1. Fisher gets the ball back, gets the sign, and gets into his motion. Just missed the corner. He went back to that sweeper and just missed that off the plate. 2-2 to Dalgenti, who then takes a fastball up and in to load the count. From 0-2 to 3-2, the payoff pitch is swung on and lifted in the left. Reinhardt doesn't have to move very much. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. And Connor Maley digs in. Strikeout victim in the 3rd. Actually seeing Jack Fisher really for the 3rd time. He saw 4 pitches in the 2nd inning and was there when the last out was made on the bases. So then he got another try. And on the first pitch here, he pops it up foul, but it will carry out of play. In that time, Jack Fisher got 4 swings and misses against Maley. 0-1 is a fastball. Rides out of the zone. Might have been a touch high. Or even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fisher into his motion. He'll miss low with the heater. And Maley gets ahead. Michael Persichetti will bat this inning for the Blue Streaks as well. Maley trying to get on board ahead of him. Once again, Fisher able to fool Maley. Gets a swing and a miss on the fastball. And got a 2-2 count to the Blue Streaks 8-hitter. 2-0, 1 out, top 5. Swing and a miss. Fisher strikes out Maley for out number 2. Breaking ball that time, records number 4 for Fisher, who came in averaging 12 strikeouts per 9 innings. Second best in the NAC this season. First pitch to Michael Persichetti is taken for strike 1. Persichetti 0 for 1. Trying to extend a modest 3-game hit streak. He'll fall behind 0-2. Put together a real nice stretch the first part of April when he hit in 9 straight. First season as the everyday second baseman. He's been pretty tough for the Blue Streak. Stays alive here on 0-2. Fisher looking for a traditional 1-2-3 inning here. Can't quite put away Persichetti. That was pitch number 70 for Fisher. Long way to go here in game 1 of our best of 5 NCAA regional. It is 0-2 to Persichetti, and Fisher lost that one. Ball 1. Fisher tries again to put away Persichetti. Close pitch. Brett Mile does not make the call here. I'm more surprised that Persichetti didn't offer at that than I am that Fisher didn't get the call. And that ends up being impactful. Persichetti goes right back up the middle. Good inside-out swing with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Lineup over for Joel Safety. Put his season into some context here. 472 batting average, and I'm not kidding about this number, his .551 on-base percentage are both single-season records for John Carroll. Breaking ball in for ball 1. How do you get on base 55% of the time? He's done it. I stand corrected. That was his slugging percentage. .728 is the best single season mark. His on-base percentage is merely 3rd best. Have a year, Joe Olszewski. Have a career, Joe Olszewski. It's 1-1, 2 outs, 1 on here in the top of the 5th inning. A throw over from Fisher. Not been a lot of base runners. Haven't been a lot of throwovers either. The last one picked off Logan Lemire. This one does not fool Persichetti. 1-1. Fisher will throw over again. See if Fisher goes to the plate here on 1-1 this time. He does. Gets a breaking ball and a liner into right field. Coming over towards the foul line is Ambule. He'll have it, and he will end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We are halfway home in regulation today. John Carroll leading Aurora 2-0. We have a 2-0 game going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Aurora trailing and bringing Tyler Patton in the 7th spot to lead off the inning. Matthew Ackerman with 58 pitches through 4 innings. Taking strike 1 is Patton. Struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. And then a ball taken. The count evens here at 1-1. Walbonsie Valley High School alum at the plate, fouling off the 1-1. That will go over towards the dugout railing, and it will get out of play. Oh, will not get out of play. Oh, a nice catch over there by Harmon. 1 down. A lot of guys in this Aurora lineup who are 0 for 2 against Matthew Ackerman, who has been as advertised. He's going to start off Colin Minert with strike 1. Ackerman tossed a no-hitter back on April 8th against Capital. Walked a couple, struck out 6. Clean single in the left field from Minert with 1 out. 3rd hit of the ball game for Aurora.
The base hit brings up the third base, number 21.
In fact, Ackerman has only allowed 4 earned runs 1 time this season. He was chased in the 5th inning by Ohio Northern. That's it. 12 starts, 10 of those are quality starts. He's made it very difficult on even the best of lineups this season, and he's doing it again here. Ball 1 to Sean Rivera, who showed bunt. It was the first Aurora base hit. A late swing on what should have been ball 2 is instead a swinging strike 1. Infield at double play depth. John Carroll has turned 19 twin killings this season. Breaking ball too low. And we've got a 2-1 count. Matthew Ackerman about to face the Aurora lineup for the 3rd time. Here's another bunt attempt. This one skips off the bat and into the screen. Not really a sacrifice attempt. That was Rivera trying to get one down for a base hit. He'll have to be swinging here on 2-2. Fastball is fought off. Aurora is going to need some deep counts going forward to try to get into this John Carroll bullpen. Doesn't seem likely they're going to get that many off of Matthew Ackerman. Hoping for some better success the 3rd time through the order, as I mentioned. Count is full after the 2-2 pitch was spiked into Lemire. And here is that 3-2. It is ripped foul down the first base line. (3-2) again. The Spartan 9 hitter. It's a fastball, and it is barreled up and hit out to right field. Coming over is Connolly. He's going to make the catch. And Minor will go back to first. There's 2 away for Nico Bermeo. Aurora's had some quality contact against Ackerman at times, but have not been able to put it in spots where there are no fielders. Bermeo is 0 for 2. Nice pitch to Bermeo. Not in the zone. Second pitch is. And ball 1 strike. Bermeo trying to bring Jacob Ambuel to the plate with runners on, and he'll do that. Flips this one over the leap of Olsavsky and in the left field. Aurora once again with something cooking in the 5th, but can they bring it in? Ambuel's 0 for 2. 57 RBIs on the season. He has come up in this spot a lot and delivered this season for Aurora. Can get Aurora on the board. First pitch is hit into left field, and it will get past the dive of Holt. Minard is in to score, and Aurora is finally into the run column as Ambuel delivers an RBI single with 2 outs in the 5th. Bermeo able to go first to third. So the threat continues here for Justin Sartori. He could tie it up, and with Sartori, he is always a threat to do more than that. A double last time up, he's 1 for 2. Sartori from the, or rather Ackerman from the stretch with breaking ball in for strike 1. Fastball, hard hit ground ball, diving stop. Maley, he pops up, and the throw is in time to end the inning. What a play by Maley at third. Sartori got a lot of that one, but he got it toward the ground. Inning over, Aurora gets a run in on 3 hits. They leave 2, but they are on the board through 5 innings. John Carroll leads Aurora 2-1. 2-1, John Carroll in front. Top of the 6th inning coming your way here. Sean Connolly is going to lead it off for John Carroll. 4 hits for the Blue Streaks, 5 for Aurora. 3 of those came in their half of the 5th.
Leading off the top of the 6th for the Blue Streaks, number 19.
Connolly 0 for 2, and then a couple of players responsible for the John Carroll runs. At first, Jack Fisher will try to deal with Connolly here for the 3rd time and runs a fastball in off the hands. It comes in on Sean Rivera, who slides and makes the catch. Oh, that was actually terribly placed for Sean Rivera. Had to sell out just to make sure whatever happened, and he kept it from hitting the turf. So not the most elegant solution to the problem at hand, but able to come up with the ball nevertheless. Now Justin Hanley, solo homer in his 2 tries today, and he's going to take ball 1. Homers number 39 and 40 hit by this John Carroll offense today. Hanley hit his 10th. It's ball 2. Have a 2-0 count here to Hanley, and we've already seen what he can do when he gets into one. Ball 3. Well, Fisher can't just groove one in here in case Hanley has the green light. Has to make a good pitch, or do that. 4-pitch walk here to Hanley in the 3 spot. Maybe not the end of the world. Very good Aurora defense, in the top 5 in the country. Fielding percentage closing in on .980 this season. They've turned 31 double plays. They'll try to do that here against Jack Harmon. He is the other home run, which right now is the go-ahead run for John Carroll. Fisher out of the stretch yet again here for the Spartans. First pitch is a breaking ball. That's 5 straight wide ones. Infield 2, double play depth here for Aurora. Shallow to the bag, up the middle, the 1-0. Fastball, that misses as well. Fisher staying calm out there on 2-0, fires in the fastball. Fisher never seems to be too rattled up there. Continues to chew some gum. Time called here by Harmon at the plate. Two 2-1 to Harmon. One misses as well. Three-one pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled off. Counts full. Hanley only 4 stolen bases, not a significant threat to run, but wonder if maybe this is the count to do it in. The count full here and 1 out. Fastball swung on and lifted high into center field. Curcio runs on and makes the catch. That was skied out there in the center. 2 down for Bryce Holt. Holt is 0 for 2. 2-1 Blue Streaks, top of the 6th inning here at Jim Schmid Field. 1 on. And that is Justin Hanley on first base. Fisher goes to work and gets a foul ball on the first pitch. Holt started his career at Baldwin Wallace. And hit very well for BWU. And has continued to swing a good bat at John Carroll as well. Is 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fisher gets ahead of Holt, 0-2. Went to the curveball that time, and we'll see if the left-handed hitting left fielder can protect with 2 strikes. He will hit a ground ball through the hole on the right side, past the dive of Sartori. And believe it or not, for just the second time today, John Carroll will have an at-bat with a runner in scoring position.
The catcher for the Blue Streaks, number 17, Logan Lemire.
And they still lead it 2-1. So the home run has been impactful today. Logan Lemire, a walk and a foul out today. Trying to restore the Blue Streaks' advantage to a couple of runs. Fisher kicks, bounces one to Wedekin. It rolled up the third baseline, and no chance to advance when it goes in that direction. Wedekin, a terrific defensive catcher, and putting that on display here. He's been able to vacuum up a lot of pitches down in the dirt his tenure behind the plate here at AU. There's a throw to second just to keep Hanley honest out there. Still 1-0 to Lemire. Another try to extend a 5-game hit streak. He's reached in 7 straight. After the walk earlier today, 1-0 pitch is a fastball, and that shot foul. Count 1-1. Breaking ball, chopper, third base side. Rivera's there. He'll go to second for 1 and for the third out. And so the inning-ending fielder's choice will conclude matters here in the top of the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. 2-1, John Carroll leading. 5.5 at Jim Schmid Field in Game 1 of NCAA Aurora Regional. Bottom of the 6th inning on the way here. Aurora brings the middle of the order to the plate. Jet Wedekin will get it started. As Matthew Ackerman is finally showing some vulnerability in that last inning.
Number 7, Jet Wedekin.
But can Aurora get any more? At least 2 will be required to win today. They don't all have to come off Matthew Ackerman, but sooner rather than later is good. Strike 1 taken, and then a hard hit ball inside the foul line and into the left field corner. Very nearly to the wall. Wedekin will slide into second head first with a leadoff double. That was roasted down the left field line. And 3 chances now for Aurora to plate the tying run.
Coming for Aurora, number 5, Josh Reinhardt.
Josh Reinhardt is 0 for 2. Do you think about small ball here in this spot? If you are Adam Stevens, they do. And Ackerman misses up and in as Reinhardt flashes bunt and pulls it back. This point of the ball game and in this point of the season, it does not matter where you bat in the order. If you have a job to do, you do it. Strike one, as Reinhardt does not show this time. Another show of bunt and another pitch that misses upstairs. 2-1. Does Reinhardt decide to show bunt again? He does not, and Ackerman misses. 3-1 to Reinhardt. Should get a pitch to hit here. Nobody out. Runner on second, bottom 6. Ackerman's pitch is a fastball, and it caught the knees for strike 2. Close pitch. Count full. Payoff pitch is a breaking ball, and it's fought off by Reinhardt. Out or not, important to get a little further along in the pitch count here against Ackerman. 3-2 again, ball 4. So Dom Curcio in what would seem to be an auto bunt position here with the first 2 aboard, but first visit from the John Carroll dugout. So John Carroll having a visit here for Dom Curcio. He does have a couple of sack bunts. Aurora only has 13 on the season. As expected, no activity in the John Carroll bullpen at this point. Curcio is 0 for 2. 2-1 Blue Streaks, bottom of the 6th. Corner infielders creep in. Curcio shows bunt, and then he takes it back as Ackerman misses high. Aurora trying to break through and get level or better here in the 6th. And a great spot to do it. Corners once again creeping in. Curcio shows bunt. They'll throw over to second. Jet Wedekin, a very good base runner. And he was not going to be fooled out there that time. The count remains 1-0. We'll continue to see Maley and Harmon work their way forward. Curcio bat up, now flashes bunt, pulls it back again and takes a strike. So right now, cat and mouse ongoing. Does Curcio intend to actually put down a bunt in this spot? Now he shows, pulls it back as it came up and in. Suspect he probably tries again here on 2-1. Seems to have had an effect on Ackerman, though. He's trying to make a perfect pitch in the spot. This time the bunt isn't on. And Curcio takes strike 2. He'll be swinging away now. 2-2 breaking ball. It's ball 3. This is a huge moment in this ball game right now. Could have one out, could have a run in, could have the bases loaded. We've got a slow roller third base side. There will be only one play, and it's at Curcio at first. So Not a sacrifice, but will do the same thing as Curcio thrown out 5-3 for the first out. That's a good result. Certainly would have liked for the sophomore center fielder to reach, for everyone to be safe, but one can't be too selective in these types of situations. So a good productive at-bat for Curcio, and now Tyler Padden will try to tie it up. First pitch, fastball off the corner. Padden is 0 for 2. The freshman trying to deliver in one of the first critical moments of his career. Swings and misses on Ackerman's fastball. Ackerman battling, still out of the stretch with runners on second and third, and he feeds in a strike to get ahead. Ackerman forced to work, but on the cusp of getting an important second out. He gets a flinch from Padden with the bender, but doesn't get the swing, and the count evens. Two balls and two strikes. Ackerman's pitch fought off. We'll try the 2-2 again here to Padden. Ackerman pulls the string, and Padden just got a piece. Oh, a foul ball by the slimmest of margins that time. And it remains 2-2. Eighth pitch of this plate appearance coming up. And it is looped into right field. It's back for Connolly, who makes the catch. Here comes Wedekin. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. We're tied. Padden delivers the sacrifice fly. And we've got a brand new game. At that, Reinhardt tagged and advanced to third. And Colin Meinert now will bat with a chance to put Aurora in front. 2-2. 2 outs, runner on third here in the home sixth. First pitch fastball paints the corner. Meinert 1 for 2. He singled last inning. Fastball is up. And it is a ball and a strike. Ackerman still in the stretch. Bounces a breaking ball, and it just worked its way off of the turf. Or the dirt portion of the turf, more accurately. But down that third base side, too dangerous to advance. Lemire behind the plate got just enough to keep this a tie game. It's 2-1. Ackerman looking to make a pitch, gets a fly ball. It's skied to left field. Here's Holt looking for it. I think maybe lost it in that baseball-colored sky up there, but he found it in time to end the inning. Aurora ties it up. A hit, one left. And importantly, the game-tying single run to make it 2-2 through 6 innings in this NCAA regional. Jack Fisher with the ball here, top of the 7th inning. Jack at 92 pitches through 6 innings of 2-run, 5-hit ball. 2-all the score here as Aurora works across runs in the 5th and 6th after solo homers for John Carroll in the 1st and 4th started off the scoring. Bottom 3rd due up. Eric Dalgenti will get it started for the Blue Streaks. Former Yorkville Fox winds and deals here the first pitch. It's in for a strike, and Wedekin missed it. I appreciate that Wedekin stuck the finish as well. He framed the pitch. 0-1. And a close pitch that's taken for ball 1. Turns out pitch framing only works if you hold on to the ball. 1-1. Strike 2 taken. Now we're going to have a little fun at Jet's expense. He's been a part of the AU athletic communications team for a long time. 1-2. Line drive to left. Coming on, sliding, making the catch, Reinhardt for the first out. That got out there in a hurry. But Reinhardt took it away, and Dalgenti is 0 for 3. It's Connor Maley now up. And Maley trying to avoid the hat trick right now. He's 0 for 2. Bunt attempt, it's popped up. And Fisher has that. The attempted drag bunt that time does not work. 2 up, 2 down. So here is Michael Persichetti. He's going to take strike 1. He's one of the 5 John Carroll hits. 0-1 pitch. Close one. And that count evens. Persichetti has already extended his hit streak to 4 games. And now is a 2-hit day. Flair in the right field here with 2 outs. And the lineup turns over, and this is where things get considerably more interesting. Anytime Joe Olszewski comes to the plate, with or without runners on, but especially in this spot. Persichetti has 7 stolen bases. We'll see how aggressive Bobby Bell elects to be with his best batter at the dish. Fisher in the stretch. First pitch to Olszewski, misses down and away. This is a hold-your-breath situation. Aurora has fought back to get level, and then you have to deal with this guy. It's been a nightmare for opposing pitchers all season. It's 1-0. A fastball misses, and you really do not want to fall behind Olszewski. It's 2-0. Runner goes. Pitches in the dirt. Here goes Wedekin. The throw is in time. Jet Wedekin with a dart to second for an inning-ending caught stealing. And Olszewski will lead off the 8th after John Carroll is held scoreless in the top of the 7th. It is stretch time here in Game 1 of our NCAA Regional. Aurora and John Carroll tied at 2. A call to the bullpen here before the bottom of the 7th. It's the left-hander from Oak Park, Henry Darrow, getting the call. Darrow will appear for the 16th time and 15th out of the bullpen in 41 2/3 innings. He's pitched to a 3.89 ERA with 35 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .224 against him. He's been tough. As Matthew Ackerman's day is over. 6 innings of 2-run ball, his 11th quality start this season, 6 hits, 2 walks, and a couple of strikeouts. And he'll leave with a no decision. Foul ball to Sean Rivera in the 9 spot here in a lefty-lefty matchup to begin the inning. Darrow works out of the stretch exclusively, and he'll miss with the breaking ball down and in. Ackerman, 103 pitches, and lifts here before going through the order for the 4th time. A foul ball on 1-1. For Darrow, made 3 appearances in the OAC tournament, 8 1/3, 5 earned runs. Had a lot of opportunities, and we expect to see him a lot this weekend as well. 1-2 pitch comes up and hits Rivera. And the leadoff batter is aboard for the Spartans. 67th time this season Aurora has had a batter hit by a ball. So Nico Bermeo to the plate for the 4th time. He's 1 for 3. Bottom 7. 2-2. Darrow kicks, deals, and a chopper. Third base side. Maley will go to second for 1. The throw to first is apparently in time. It was a close play, but it is a 5-4-3 double play. And there are 2 outs.
Two outs brings up the right fielder, number 31, Jacob Ambule.
So Jacob Ambule is up. He'll take strike 1. Extended his hit streak to 7 games last inning. Or make that 2 innings ago as he plated Aurora's first run. He falls behind 0-2 to Darrow. And then a fastball off the plate outside. And a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. The first team all-conference selection for the Spartans. It's 2-2 as that one is buried. Two-two pitch. Bouncer up the middle. To his right, Persichetti fields it. Throw gets Ambule by a step. And that will do it for Aurora. The bottom of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Leadoff hit batter doubled off. And we're through 7. Aurora and John Carroll knotted up at 2. Jack Fisher is out to face top of the order for the 4th time. And Joel Savsky to be dealt with at the top of the lineup. So as we get into the final couple of innings of regulation, it's 2-2. I'm Sean Fry. Is this what we can expect throughout this best-of-5 series? What a game. Sean Carroll, a couple of solo homers. Justin Hanley in the 1st, Jack Harmon in the 4th. For their runs, Aurora battles back in the 5th and 6th, and Scoreless 7th leads to this. Ball 1 to Olszewski, who is 1 for 3 as a double, strikeout, and a lineout today. 1-0 is low. Well, you've got to pitch to Olszewski as 22 stolen bases on 26 tries. You cannot put him on at the top of the order. It's 2-0. That's a bender that's in for a strike. Sean Connolly and Justin Hanley due up here in the 8th. For the Blue Streaks, the 2-1 pitch is a fastball. It's back up the middle, and Fisher has it. Underhanded toss gets Olszewski for out number 1 and for a sigh of relief all over the ballpark. Sean Connolly is 0 for 3. It seemed to be overdue here for a base hit for the Blue Streaks. And batting from the left side here with 1 out. Top of the 8th, first pitch. Outside. Aurora does have Sam Harvey up in the bullpen. Pop up. Left side. Bermeo, the shortstop, puts away the second out. Pitch number 109 coming up here for Jack Fisher, and you'd have to think that this is likely his last inning. Hanley a homer and a walk today in 3 trips. Also a ground out. Fisher's first offering is a breaking ball for strike 1. Fastball too low. Counts even at 1-1. One pitch. Sprayed foul. Tension has ratcheted up quite a bit here at Jim Schmid Field. Count 1-2, 2 outs. Top of the 8th, and the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Fisher strikes out Hanley for a 1-2-3 inning to, in all probability, end his day. 8 innings of 2-run ball for Jack Fisher. And he leaves as we go to the bottom of the 8th. And Aurora and John Carroll tied it 2. We expect that it'll be a bullpen game from here. Jack Fisher at 112 pitches. Will Aurora have a lead going to the 9th, or will we remain all square? It's 2-2. Part of the order due up for the Spartans against Henry Darrow, who was able to carve through 9-1-2 in 10 pitches last inning. First pitch to Sartori is taken for a strike. This John Carroll bullpen, through its final 13 games, 3.28 ERA. Been sharp. That also means about a run every 3 innings, and Aurora would take that right now in a 2-2 ball game. Ball 2 to Sartori after a first pitch strike. So a hitter's count here for Sartori, who is 1 for 3. Gets one here, hits it hard out to right field. This one is back, and it is gone. Justin Sartori has given Aurora the lead. An opposite field solo homer to lead off the 8th. 12th big fly of the season for Sartori to make it 3-2. And now Jet Wedekin will get a swing. Aurora potentially 3 outs away from a 1-0 series lead. Wedekin takes ball 1. He's 1 for 2. Foul ball here back towards us. Former first baseman Ali Texera was in position. The fence was in the way. Ali, I know you would have made the play. Ali was a very good defensive first baseman. Very good hitter as well, but very good defensive first baseman. Here's a foul ball first base sign that'll get out of play. It's 1-2. Wedekin a double, and the tying run last inning also reached on a walk and flew out. He'll be behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Darrow now trying to battle back and keep it at just a run. And a high changeup that time fooled Wedekin. It's a foul tip into the glove for the first out. Aurora bullpen is quiet for now. Swing and a miss here from Josh Reinhardt. Has walked and otherwise is 0 for 2. He'll take ball 1. Two 1 pitch from Reinhardt will be popped up, foul and out of play. Aurora, when leading through 8 innings this season, 21-0. Here's a gapper from Reinhardt. He'll be around first. It's a big turn as Dalgenti took a good angle to get behind that. And Reinhardt has a 1-out single. And here is Dom Curcio. The lack of activity in the bullpen would seem to indicate that Sam Harvey will be asked to close it out, or Jack Fisher with 112 pitches will be requested to get the final 3 outs. Ball 1 taken by Dom Curcio, who is 0 for 3, and his 10-game hit streak is hanging in the balance here. He'll take strike 1. 1-1. Check swing. He did not go. Curcio trying to move the line here and get another insurance run in. He'll foul off the 2-1 here, and the count will even. Meanwhile, the middle of the order is due up for John Carroll in the 9th. Needing a run to extend the ball game. Two and two to the Spartans' 6 hitter. It's a breaking ball, and it is quite a take by Curcio that time. The count is full. Darrow now, perhaps on the defensive a bit, but makes a good pitch, and it's a roller out to second. 2 second for 1. The throw to first is in time for the 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. The solo homer by Justin Sartori, one of 2 hits in the inning. gives Aurora the lead going to the ninth. It's 3-2. Last chance time for John Carroll coming up. Jack Fisher at 112 pitches is going back out to try to finish it off. He has 4 complete games this season. He certainly has pitches left in the tank. But Carlos Garcia is warming up in the bullpen. And the Spartans' closer is ready to slam the door if necessary. 4, 5, and 6 due up for John Carroll. Aurora up 3-2 with runs in the 5th, 6th, and 8th inning to take the lead. Jack Harmon, a solo homer in the 4th inning. That made it 2-0 for John Carroll. Comes in 1 for 3 and will try to start it off as the Blue Streaks try to rally to avoid dropping game 1 of this best of 5. Fisher comes in with strike 1. Bryce Holt, Logan Lemire set to bat this inning for the Blue Streaks. 0-1, strike 2. Fisher pops the mitt of Wedekin and does not look like somebody who's about to throw his 115th pitch today. 0-2, breaking ball and a good take there by Harmon. At least had to think about it. Time called by Harmon. John Carroll, 5th time trailing in. I'll stand corrected. I got the wrong number here. 1-2, foul tip off the glove of Wedekin. 12th time John Carroll is trailing through 8 innings. They've come back to win 1 time. That was back on April 29th, put 3 on Wilmington in the top of the 9th inning and went on to win from there. Another foul ball by Harmon. One and 2. Breaking ball is too high. 7th pitch coming up. Fisher winds and gets another foul ball, and a nice play by Bobby Bell at third base. Or whoever the third base coach is, a nice play all the same. I don't care who it is. That was a terrific play in the coach's box. 2-2. Fastball up and in, counts full. And this will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Who will win this battle to lead off the 9th? It's a fly ball, deep right field, foul territory, and Buell can't get there. Well, this at-bat has gone on so long, you wonder if this might be it for Jack Fisher regardless. We will see. Up to 4 games over the next couple of days. Like to keep the bullpen as fresh as possible. 3-2, grounder up the middle, past the dive of Meinert and in. Harmon has set the table and put the tying run on. Begin the top of the 9th. We're going to have a pinch runner. As into the game comes Ryan Funderburg. So he is the tying run. And Bryce Holt
Running at first base, number 2, Ryan.
will step in. Holt 1 for 3.
Now batting number 34, Bryce Holt.
Aurora to double play depth. The visitors today have turned a couple of double plays. Aurora looking for one here. As Bobby Bell asks for a bunt in this spot. Not this time. It is a seed down the right field line, foul. First base umpire Pat Galdonic had to be ready to go down there. That was absolutely roasted by Holt, who I believe got what he was looking for and was a bit too eager to get to it. Fisher from the stretch, 0-1. Breaking ball and a pop-up, foul territory, and out of play. 0-2. Fisher with 5 strikeouts through 8+. 7 hits allowed. Oh-2 pitch to Holt. Fastball, and it misses. Not quite sure if it had the plate, but I think it was elevated. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Quick glance at first. Funderburg hasn't been going. Here's the pitch. That one's close and misses again. Counts even. 1 on, nobody out, the top of the 9th. Aurora up 3-2. Fisher kicks, deals, and gets a foul ball on the breaking ball. John Ray runs in, delivers a few baseballs to home plate umpire Brett Mile. So it'll be 129 on the pitch count for Fisher here on 2-2. The pitch is in the dirt, and the count is full. Full count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fisher digs deep and gets Holt to fan for the first out. That is an incredible battle that time by Bryce Holt. But a little more of one from Jack Fisher, and it brings Adam Stevens out of the dugout. And I would surmise to bring an end to the day for Jack Fisher. 8 1/3 innings. He leaves in line for the win. And Carlos Garcia will be asked to slam the door here on game 1. Pitching change timeout at Jim Schmid Field. Aurora up 3-2 with 1 out at the top of the 9th. Carlos Garcia, the fifth-year senior from Joliet, is on looking for his fifth save of the season. 23 innings, 21 strikeouts, a 3.52 ERA, and opponents hitting 258 against him. Appeared just one time in the NAC tournament, and he went deep, 4 1/3 innings. Got the win out of the bullpen, allowing 1 run on 4 hits against Benedictine. The second time they faced the Eagles to force the winner-take-all final game. So back into a more familiar role here, facing Logan Lemire with 1 on and 1 out in the top of the 9th. 3-2, Spartans in front. Logan Lemire 0 for 2 after reaching on a walk in his first plate appearance of the ball game. Ryan Funderburg is on first as the tying run. Garcia out of the stretch with the first pitch breaking ball in for strike 1. Aurora looking for the 40-win plateau for the first time in program history. 0-1 fastball rolled over out to third. Rivera to second for 1. The turn is in time to end the ball game and give Aurora a 1-0 series lead.
That's a final score.
The Spartans go around the horn for the game-ending 5-4-3 double play. Carlos Garcia gets his 5th save, and Aurora rallies for a 3-2 victory over John Carroll in Game 1 of the best-of-5 series. We had a sensational game here today at Jim Schmid Field. Aurora with 3 runs on 8 hits today. Spartans end up stranding 7 and going 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. John Carroll, despite a couple of runs on 7 hits, had only 2 tries with runners on second and or third. Did not come up with a hit in either. They end up stranding only 4 for the ball game and committing the game's only error. Jack Fisher, the winning pitcher, 8 1/3 innings of 2-run ball, 7 hits, couple of walks, 6 strikeouts as he moves to 9-1, and a tough luck loss for Matthew Ackerman. 6 innings of 2-run ball. Stand corrected, he gets a no decision. Henry Darrow ends up taking the loss. He went 2 innings and allowed the go-ahead home run in the 8th inning. So Darrow falls on the season to 4-4, and Carlos Garcia faced 1 batter and got 2 outs for his 5th save of the season. Aurora 40-4 with the victory. John Carroll falls to 28-15, and the time of the game just 1 hour and 57 minutes here at Jim Schmid Field. For John Carroll, solo homers for Justin Hanley and Jack Harmon. Harmon added a second base hit, and Michael Persichetti in the 9 spot also had a couple of hits. For Aurora, Justin Sartori with a double and the go-ahead home run in the 8th inning. The only Spartan with multiple base hits. Jacob Ambule had an RBI single to get Aurora on the board, and Tyler Patton tied it up with a sac fly in the 6th, eventually setting up Justin Sartori's 8th inning heroics. So Aurora goes up 1-0 in this best-of-5 series. Game 2 is tomorrow at 11 a.m. with Game 3 to follow 45 minutes after the conclusion of the opener. If necessary, Game 4, and if necessary, Game 5 would be on Sunday. But it's Aurora into the win column, 3-2 in Game 1 of their NCAA Regional against John Carroll. For the entire Aurora University Game Day crew, facilities team, everyone who made this happen, my name is Sean Fry, and we will see you tomorrow for more Aurora University baseball and NCAA Regional baseball here at Jim Schmid Field. We hope you join us then.